Here we go then with another workout Wednesday, and this week we're going to look at abs training. Now, abs, in terms of being able to see them and the definition, is going to be coming down to nutrition, reducing body fat, and the structure that you get is actually based on the tightness of your connective tissue around the abs. So the classic kind of almost cartoony 6 or 8 pack shape is a genetic thing, and you're not always going to get that. Also, implications of getting really low body fat in terms of how you have to approach that is going to be quite a process for a lot of people depending on where you're starting. But having a strong core is a good thing for other lifting and general overall health and functionality, but focus on the abs maybe once or twice a week is not a bad thing. Now, one area a lot of people like to work on, or when they start ab training think about, is the lower abs area. Now, as we do crunches and different variations, they are coming into play across the whole structure, but it is quite a long section. So there are ways to focus more onto the bottom of the abs as a different kind of area, that when we do crunches it's more focusing into the kind of top rolling section into the middle. Now, first assumption might be, I need to go in the Roman chair at the gym, the one where you put your back in and you're lifting your legs up. Surely that's going to mean more work into the bottom. So it would probably have pads behind you and do something like the knee lift or like a leg raise, bringing that round. Now, no doubt you'll feel that in your abs, but most of the work in terms of the lifting in the lower portion is going to come from the hip flexors working down into the quads. That's because they're actually physically what's lifting the legs up before the abs kick in. Actually, the lower abs work in terms of the legs once we get to a 90-degree position and above, which is why I would recommend reverse crunches. So that's down on the floor, bringing the legs up. So the reverse crunch, we need to start from almost vertical, just having the hands round to support the hips, and little softness in the knees, slightly bent legs, coming up into a little squeeze. And it is the hips lifting up that engages those lower abs all the more, rather than just the legs coming up. So don't feel like you have to bring the legs down too far. Now, developing that further, using an incline bench. Now, if the gym that you use has got a free movable bench for decline, press, setting it up, being able to move it around, or some gyms have the chair where you do the sit-ups with the way and you can drop the angle. Using those in reverse, so you're actually reaching up to hold the pads that the legs usually go around, is a really good position to get in. And you don't need to start with it too inclined, so you're on down, but same sort of principle, little squeeze up into the legs, squeezing it up. That's going to make it more challenging. And the abs, the same as other muscles, don't need to have super high repetitions for it to be really focused. Slowing it down and hitting 10 to 15 reps maximum to get the maximum tension out of the set is about the right place to be. Similarly with other muscle groups when you're training them with weights. That therefore means with this exercise you're going to increase the incline, make it more difficult, and then you can start to add this in to combine it with other exercises to really work the abs all in one go. So you might do your reverse crunches, might do more incline, then might take it down into a little superset, and then knees to chest, another 10 or 12, and then even add in a regular crunch and focus on the squeeze and the tension, because we don't need higher and higher reps. We need reps probably in that 10 to 15 rep range to focus right in on working the abs. Doing lots more really fast isn't going to burn calories, it's not going to contribute to reducing body fat to be able to see the abs what we're working on is muscle building in the same way we would on other muscle groups, and then using calorie deficit nutrition over time to reduce body fat. Then you're going to be able to see the ab structure there.